Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is RABIANAH binti JALIL. My metric number is S54361. I am supervised by Dr. Siti Marsila Muhammad Ruslan. I will presenting my final year project and the title is The Implication of Climate Change to Shipping Operation in Malaysia, Port and Onboard Operation. Now we are going to my introduction of study. Climate change is a phenomenon that occurs change of the usual weather found in a place caused by human activities. Climate change is a large issue that has happened in this world, where the first World Climate Conference was held in 1979 due to the concern of people over this issue, right 2013. Malaysia was a country that faced experience of warming and rainfall phenomenon of climate change, and it also has seen some extreme weather that is caused by climate change in this country, such as heavy rainfall, high temperature, thunderstorm, and strong wind. Thank 2019. Shipping operation is activity that is defined as moving of goods from one to another point, such as moving from warehousing and until the goods received by the customers as the end of the shipping process. These activities are related to the climate change effect, such as extreme weather, which is hurricanes, storms, and flood that interrupt the port and shipping operation, mentioned by Devendran, Nanhat, Hanafia, Yatim Ali, and Muhammad Zaidin, 2021. Therefore, it will affect human and shipping activity as well, said by Ng, Andrew, Bucklin, and Baker, 2018. The result from this study will show the actual changing of the weather condition on shipping operation, and that has been impacting the maritime industry in Malaysia. Thus, it is important to gain new information about the effect of climate change on shipping operation that have been unexplored by previous researchers. The study is also important to the people that are involved in shipping operation or activity in the maritime field. In this study, there are two objectives that are explored further, which is the first one is to study the relationship between climate change and shipping operation in Malaysia, and the last one is to explain the effect of climate change on the port and onboard vessel operation in Malaysia. For the methodology, the researcher was using a qualitative method approach, and the data was collected from the secondary sources. The data analysis of this study was using content analysis. Content analysis is a data analysis that collect from the form of text such as recent study, news, journal, article, and conversation, and etc. The objective of this method is analyze the data by analyzing the written sources that are contents about the researcher study. For example, the researcher will analyze the data about the data that are contents of climate change and shipping operation that may cause the impact in shipping operation. Since this study is about the implication of climate change to shipping operation in Malaysia, port and onboard operation, the researcher will collect the data from the recent study, such as research, essay, journal, media, and online newspapers that contains the information of climate change and shipping operation in Malaysia in terms of qualitative methodology approach using the content analysis method as a guidelines. Okay, now we are going to the literature review of my study. First is climate change in Malaysia. Malaysia is a country that experienced the tropical climates. Malaysia has experienced several climates, such as high temperature. Malaysia temperature average is recorded from 28 degrees Celsius to 32 degrees Celsius during the day, and for the temperature of night in Malaysia, there is recorded about 20 degrees Celsius to 23 degrees Celsius. According to the Climate Change Knowledge Portal, the mean temperature in Malaysia from 1992 to 2020 is mean temperature was ranged from 25 degrees Celsius to 28 degrees Celsius through the year. The maximum temperature in Malaysia during the period is about 29 degrees Celsius to 31 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature is from 20 degrees Celsius to 23 degrees Celsius annually. This temperature has been stayed to impacting the several sectors in Malaysia, included maritime industry. In Malaysia, this country also experienced the hottest on May to June before it changed to the rainy month from September to February. Malaysia also experienced the climate of rainfall and floods. On September to February, Malaysia faced a high amount of precipitation recorded from 1992 to 2020 on the website of Climate Change Knowledge Portal. The shipping operation in Malaysia faced difficult issues related to the weather condition of this country, which is shown that Malaysia received about 2,000 millimeters on average over the year of rainfall. Recently, several states in Malaysia are facing flood disaster. Selangor is one of the states that encounter this disaster that has been affected Port Klang, which is the main port in this country. Thus, the operation on this port has been affected by the heavy rainfall and flash flood that hit the shipping operation. Next, I will going to explain the result and discussion of this study. The result of this study show that the implication of the climate change in Malaysia is impacting the port and onboard operation in Malaysia in many ways through several factors. The first is port operation. Climate change can jeopardize port operation. Climate change will directly damage port operation and transportation in coastal area through physical alteration such as storm surge and extreme wind due to the Malaysian weather. Second is container crane operation also has been disrupted. High winds are a particular concern to ports involved in bulk gantry and container crane operation. Warehousing activities also has been affecting. The flooding has also hit warehousing activity, empty container depots and access road. Now we are going to the onboard operation. Onboard operation also has been impacted by the climate change issue, where the climate change has been affecting the damaged cargo in the shipping operation. Flash flooding has caused berthing delay at Malaysian Port Klang, costing millions in damaged cargo. Second one is berthing delays. Flash flooding has caused berthing delays at Malaysian Port Klang, costing millions in damaged cargo. Third one is productivity. Due to the staff shortage caused by the flooding, productivity has been adversely affected with some berthing delays. The last one is shipping activity. Authorities at Port Klang, the country's largest harbor, said shipping operation was severely disrupted by the flood. For the conclusion, I would like to say that the effect of climate change are already impacting Malaysia, including the shipping operation in this country. The effect of the climate change show the result of the negative impact to this country and the maritime industry. It was reported on June 21st, 2022 that the Malaysian Climate Change Action Council has announced action to prepare for the climate change in order for the public to be better able to play their part in climate change adaptation. We must be informed about the effect of climate change in Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you.